first song. All right, everybody. Let me know. Are we rolling? Because we got to go live. We're live right now? I'm nervous. All right, what's up? It's JR and Lana. Thank you guys for being here. Give you guys a round of applause, by the way. Congratulations. We're super excited that you're here. This is so cool when we get to do this. Obviously, giving you an up-close and personal experience is, like, awesome. So I'm very excited for you to hear new music from Kip. He's such a good dude.
And he looks really good, too.
Okay, well, how's Lana? It looks like you were taking notes, like, apparently. All right, very nice. All right, so let's welcome to the stage. Let's have a good time. We are streaming live, so be loud so everybody feels like they're missing out, but they're still here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Kip Moore.
I had a very long night, so don't give me a hard time. I've come here from 5 other shows, so And for those of you who's been to a like a full headlining show? Anybody in here? I'm scared to ask that. Because I usually play for like 2.5, 3 hours, so I'm pretty zonked. But I'm gonna give y'all what I got. What's that? I don't think so. You know, guys, I always try to approach these things as I let you kind of call the shots. I don't really have a plan, and yeah, I try to let you tell me what you want to hear. You know, that was us. Okay, we got a real fan in here. I dig it. I like that. I like Last Shot. I got you on that too. I'll see if I can conjure up the same key to do that in. Yeah, I can do that. And at any point, you know, with these kind of things, I like to keep it like a living room. This is your time to, in between songs, if you want to ask me anything, it's free reign, unless I don't feel like answering it, you know? So, let's see here. You said Last Shot. Oh, this guy's going for the gauntlet right away, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad somebody does. You know, I was thinking about it the other day. I have not played, you know, I don't know why. I have not done a lot of headlining shows in Florida, and I got to change that, you know. Well, I apologize. That's not all on me. What's that? Oh, how was it? Did you like it? I was pretty incredible, right? Yeah. Well, baby, love's just one of those words just gets thrown around like a Jack and Coke sitting on a bar, baby, it gets watered down. I ain't gonna say it, I ain't gonna lie. If you wanna know the truth, I will feel about you tonight. If you were my last breath, I just wanna hold you. If you were my last night of hell on wheels, I'd wanna drive you like I stole you. If you were my last shot of whiskey, I press you to my lips, take a little sip, swirl you round and round and round, then I shoot you down. So baby, let me look at you, see just what I got. If you were my cherished stem, I'd tie you in a knot. If I could inhale you, baby, I'd be gone. Be floating around high as the Colorado sky, blowing smoke rings all night long. If you were my last breath, I just wanna hold you. If you were my last night of hell on wheels, wanna drive you like I stole you. If you were my last shot of whiskey, press you to my lips, take a little sip, swirl you round and round and round, and then I shoot you down. Last call, last chance, last dance I was ever gonna get to take. If you were my last breath, I just wanna hold you. My last night of hell on wheels, wanna drive you like I stole you. If you were my last shot of whiskey, press you to my lips, take a little sip, swirl you round and around and round, and then I shoot you down. I had a guy come up to me recently after a show, and he was telling me what this song meant to him and how he translated it to his life, which was very different from the reason that I wrote it in the first place. And, you know, I told him songs take on all kind of different meanings for me even after I get done writing them. And this was one of those. It was a prime example of that, where I just kind of kept singing this melody, and it felt like a good old-fashioned love song. And then when I got out and I started playing it, I started thinking about my old man. And I lost him back in 2011. He was larger than life. He was incredible. He truly was. And I started thinking about, you know, I'd be playing this and I think about all the fishing trips we took. Keaton Beach, Steenhatchee. And in particular, there's one we took together right before he passed, about a month before he passed. He was already really sick. And I knew in that moment, like, while we were riding that boat, we saw that sunset together, and he was having a good time, and it was like the first time he hadn't felt bad in like a year. You know, so I felt like that was a whole divine intervention, somebody kind of giving us a last time together. That's the beauty in songs and music. They can be cathartic, you know, and healing. And that's what this song was for me when I got out and started playing it. If you were my last breath, I just wanna hold you. My last night of hell on wheels, wanna drive you like I stole you. If you were my last shot of whiskey, press you to my lips, take a little sip, swirl you round and round and round, and then I shoot you down. Thank you. Coming off a 5-day one, man, you went for the gauntlet right away, man. Anybody got any questions? This is free reign, man. Y'all go for it, man. If you got anything you want to ask, or if you don't care enough, I'll keep playing, you know? Oh, wow. Well, I was obsessed with music, you know. From a very, very early age, I can remember taking a fishing trip to Steenhatchee, being like 7, 8 years old, and we were all in my dad's. He had this '86, you know, square block Silverado, and me and my two brothers were in the front seat. We're all together, and he's playing the Bob Seger record, And I remember hearing Against the Wind, and you know, where I felt like everybody else would listen to music, and even when I got in my teens, I felt like it was the same way. Where, you know, I I felt like everybody was just kind of listening to music, and you're not really absorbing it. You just kind of, you know, and even at an early age, I felt like at 7, I was like, you know, I hadn't lived any life, but I knew this guy was singing about something that, like, had that meat on the bone, you know, and it, for whatever reason, it, like, moved me inside. I can remember that at that age and just being, like, so captivated by Seeger and his delivery. And I was like that my whole life with music, and I come from a family of 6 kids, and there's a long lineage of incredible musicians throughout my family. My uncle is a great singer, songwriter, guitar player. My cousin Mark and my brother Brian was a great guitar player. My sisters were like freak prodigies, and my mom taught piano lessons, and my cousin plays from, you know, sax for Michael Bublé. It's just this crazy kind of musical family, but I hid it. I hid like what I could hear and what I could, because it was also a family that would make fun of you in a heartbeat when you didn't do something right. So it was like I never picked up the guitar. I would kind of, I remember I started working summer jobs when I was 14, and I can remember when I would get off in those fields and I would try to like really go for it. I'd try to like really see what my voice was, and I'd be like, I'm not bad, you know? It was that kind of thing where, and then it was like all I wanted to do was write, and I would write lyrics as a teenager, but I didn't play guitar yet. And then my first year of college, I got me an old Yamaha, and man, I was just obsessed. I went to play basketball on a scholarship, and it was like that immediately became like this side thought for me. It was all music. And by the time I was 20, that's all I was doing. It was every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. I was in bars around the South and playing all the cover tunes. And I'm so glad I don't have to play Brown Eyed Girl anymore, man. Like, I'm so glad I don't have some obnoxious bachelorette party yelling that song at me, because I think I'd kick the mic over if I ever heard it again. But anyways, and I love Van Morrison, but goodness gracious. So, you know, for me, it was like, as much as I loved performing, my love was way more for creating and writing music. I could easily slip off into I never desired a spotlight. I'll be honest, like, it's one of those things, I love to perform, but I never crave adulation and that thing. It's not a part of me. But, you know, I kept hearing so many different people say when the whole world shut down, I was like, man, I miss being on that stage and performing. It was like, it wasn't that I didn't. It was just more of I miss being on that stage with that band, and, like, we are a live band at all times. The world ain't all live no more, guys. But what I mean by that is we can float and fluctuate through a night and call audibles, and we're not strapped to some computer telling us what we got to play, because there's all these tracks going out front. And it's a live band. It's real amps. It's all those things that we always did, you know, back in the day. And it was like there's a beauty in that, because there is no ceiling on us as a live band. It's like that. But when you are 100% live, you can also crash and burn. You have off nights like you do anything else. But the ceiling is some nights when a crowd is really, really moving. And it's like a spiritual event. Like, we can just stretch beyond our own means. And that's the magical stuff when you're looking around and Manny orchestrates some bass line that we've never heard, and he just goes for it and he hits it, and it's just like this euphoric feeling. And then Wiggs tries a drum fill that he's never tried. That's the magic behind doing what we get to do. So, you know, with that being said, that was the part that I missed. But, you know, writing songs was always, you know, by the time I picked up that guitar, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to be a songwriter. I wanted to be great at that craft. So there's the answer to your question. Yeah, you bet. let's see here. I will grant your request now. And security. Get that guy. I wrote this one at like riding through Montana, probably 5:30 in the morning. Me and Weston Davis, who's from Jacksonville. He's always been like a brother to me. Unbelievable writer. One of the best wordsmiths I've been around. We wrote a lot of good stuff together, but like a lot of songs, I would just start kind of playing a groove. And I find myself in other rooms kind of taking the lead on lyrics and melody a lot of times. But Weston always has such a unique approach to things that I always kind of want to see what he's going to say first. And I find myself a lot of times when we've been writing, I'll take the back seat for a minute and kind of let him see where he's going to go, because he just approaches things from a really unique angle. And I was just kind of humming on this melody of this song, and I was just playing this groove, and I couldn't sleep. And he poked his head, out of the bunk area, and he just said, he just said the opening line of this song. He was listening to me. And then we were off to the races like we've done so many times. Me and Teddy used to burn out of Chevy all the way out to Mary Lee's. One of the guys that kind of ride or die, and we were thick as thieves. The whole damn town said when we come around with me, there's a four-letter word. Up to no good fun, no, we didn't have much, just a whole lot of time to burn. So if we got high, we got stoned. If there was a fight, we got it on. If there was a backseat, we made love. 'Cause that was then. That was us. We crossed the county line for a kegger one night, and some girls we had never seen. Teddy had his eye locked on a dime. Mary said she was looking at me. Standing there sipping on the smoke in a cheap-ass bottle of rum. She said, my name's Katie, you're my kind of crazy, and it takes one to know one. So if we got high, we got stoned. If there was a fight, we got it on. If there was a backseat, we made love. 'Cause that was then. That was us. Mary Lee started hanging, started talking with the boy with the checkered past. Wasn't long before we showed his true colors, and he left her all blue and black. Cops stopped us running 90 with a loaded pistol and a bottle of booze. It's a good damn thing them blue lights got us, but we did what was gonna do. So if we got high, we got stoned. If there was a fight, we got it on, yeah. If there was a backseat, we made love. 'Cause that was then, and that was us, yeah. If we got high, you know we gon' roll it up. If we got high, yeah, you know we got stoned. There was a fight, yeah, you know we gon' pack a punch. There's a fight, we got it on. In the back of the sea, you know we got tangled up. Back of the sea, you know we made love, 'cause that was then, and that's still us. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I tried real hard on that. I told myself, because I leave you guys, like I said, I just got done doing those 5 headlining shows, and I don't play for less than 2.5 hours. Y'all wouldn't know that because y'all ain't seen the show in forever, and I ain't been down here in forever. But you know, and you know, I get after it. I get after it really hard. And I told myself when I came in, I said, I'm just gonna play softly, and I'm gonna pick songs that don't call me to stretch. And I've already broken that right away. But you know, I don't know how to take my foot off the gas. It's just, I think it's just in my DNA. But any other questions? Okay, I'll do it. Any other questions? I got you. Oh man, you know, if gun in my head, the ocean, because of how much I love to surf, but they both offer such different things for me. You know, and I get, you know, questions all the time like, "Where's your favorite place to travel? Where's your favorite place to surf?" And it's so hard to answer because they do so many different things for you, different places. You know, you take Costa Rica. I go surf there a lot. And it provides something different for me. First off, the culture is completely different than like a Maui. And, but I go there, I surf, I drink coffee like a mad dog, and I don't do anything else. There's times when I won't open my mouth for 48 hours. I've looked up and I'm like, I haven't said a word in 2 days. Man, I love it. I love that, you know, because I feel like I always have to be on and what my profession is, and I'm an introvert at heart. I'm an introvert in the most extroverted job in the world, and I don't know how I got here sometimes, you know. But, you know, I get me a dirt bike down in Costa Rica, or, you know, I'm riding around my buddy Tim or Pete, and, you know, you just, even when I'm in the car with Tim, I remember we drove to Santa Teresa, and I don't think we said a word to each other for 5 hours. We just had the windows down, and it just, it does a whole different thing for me. And then when I get to Maui, I've made all these different friends, and I am charging from the moment I wake up at 5 in the morning. I'm surfing before the sun comes up. And then I'm mountain biking, and then I'm going for some crazy hike, and then I'm hitting the gym. It's just a nonstop thing so that does a whole different thing for me. So it's hard a lot of times to be like, what? Because the mountains also provide such a different tranquility than the ocean does. So there's my long-winded answer that you didn't ask for. But yeah, I'll give you Faith When I Fall. Everybody good right now? Everybody all right? Yeah. Very terrible clap, but that's okay, and it's okay. I don't know if y'all realize how amazing I am yet, but I'm just teasing. I wrote this the day after I signed a record deal. And I was just thinking about all the time that I had put in to sign that record deal, and then I knew that I had a thankfulness to me, and it was kind of just like I wrote it as a prayer, you know, because I knew it was going to get even harder. And I think that first year of being on the road, I played 215 shows. It's a very unnatural existence in this world, and it about damn near drove me crazy. Turned me into a madman. know it's been a long time since the last time we talked. I know I've been a stranger, and that's all my fault. And asking you for anything don't really seem right. But the winds of change are blowing, so I'm begging you tonight to give me love when I ain't got nobody. Little hope when I ain't got none at all. Give me light up ahead on the journey. Give me strength when I'm standing, and faith when I fall. I'll try to remember this whole thing. I ain't played it in a while. I know the rain is coming and it's sure gonna pour. I know there ain't no running from this kind of storm. It's gonna get harder and harder to keep on pushing through. I'm gonna wanna quit, so I'll be counting on you to give me love when I ain't got nobody. Little hope when I ain't got none at all. Give me light up ahead on the journey. Give me strength when I'm standing, faith when I fall. Trying to remember. I'm gonna get it. This time, nobody. Little hope when I ain't got none at all. Give me light up ahead on the journey. Give me strength when I'm standing, and faith when I fall. Give me strength when I'm standing, and faith when I fall. Thank you. And that's what music's about right there, you know. I felt the same way when I wrote it. Any other questions, guys? You got anything else y'all want to ask? Oh, wow. I've never gotten that question. That's it. Yeah. 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 Well, number one, the game has changed a whole lot. Most of these records being made now are guy with a computer. You pull up digital drums from samples. I'm going to use the Beatles kit from 1969. They got all that stuff. And I know that you know this. I'm just letting everybody else know. And they start with the drums. They get a beat pattern going. And then you got some guy in the room saying, yeah, that's what's up. And then a lot of y'all didn't get that, but, you know, anyways. And then you got some other guy that, you know, will play a little guitar part, and they can chop it up, and they can bring out the imperfections, and they can do all this digital stuff and make it sound like a ukulele if you want to, whatever. You do individual parts, and that can, you know, all of a sudden you look up in an hour and the whole thing's done. That's one way to do it. And I have done that for one song on a record of mine that didn't require a lot of instrumentation, so we kind of did it that way. I wanted to try it and see what that was all about. But every record that I've ever made, I've cut with a full band in the room. And I usually cut with a 4-piece because I don't want a lot of stuff. Yeah, for sure. There's an organic thing that happens, and these natural things come out, and these inflections, it's amazing. So So for me, I've noticed that it's if you're super prepared, it's if you I kind of sing. You take like Bittersweet Company. That's a song that I had very mapped out, and I do this with a lot of stuff where I'll sing in my phone what I want this guitar doing through the whole track. I'll sing a bass line, what I want happening through the track. I'll sing the drum groove. So it's a very blueprint. You walk in like, this is what I want happening. I want this hook line happening on the downbeat of the fourth bar and the second verse. It's things like that. So, and these guys really get it. They know what you're talking about. And then I kind of venture out a little bit, but when it's like that, the recording goes by really quick, usually, when it's very blueprinted. But a lot of times you walk in, like Faith When I Fall, that I just played. I had no idea how I wanted to record that. There's so many different ways that song could speak. I could do it super rocked out. I could do it just a piano vocal. I could do all these different things. So with that one, there was a lot of searching. We probably spent 5 or 6 hours just on that song. And then the mixing process happens, and then 2 weeks later, you've got that song, in your inbox. So it's, it definitely varies. And then like a song like Heart's Desire, I can remember having that melody, ooh, ooh, hey, hey, because I'm kind of incorporating, piggybacking off of his question. I kept saying, ooh, ooh, hey, hey, da, 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 da. There was such an intensity to that, what that was evoking in me. And then I had the guitar part with Adam, and I sat on that song for 6 months. I wrote 4 different lyrics over the top of that thing because I couldn't ever seem to match the intensity of the music with the lyric. And then one night, it happens so often when you let something really soak in and marinate, I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was just like a gift. It was just like, oh, okay, this is what it is. And it just rolled right out. And that happens. Crazy More Time was the same way. It was like I had that, the whole. I had that for 6 months, and I kept doing all this different stuff over it. And then I woke up one night, and I had a dream. The song comes to me in dreams, and then I woke up, and I was like, bam, come on out, Mary Jane. I'm looking through your window pane, and it was just like, boom. It was all there. Just, I kind of look at it like there's all these songs floating around, and I've got all these things in my head, and you're trying to grab them, these little snippets, and then you try to sing them in your little recorder, and you try to make it all make sense, and where am I going with this, and you write backwards and frontwards, and I recently, this is going on a sad note here. I recently plugged in my phone to the Nashville airport about 2 weeks ago, and this is very idiotic of me. I've learned that things in my life that I don't care about. I have never cared about phones. I've never cared about gadgets. I never played video games as a kid. It's just something I don't care about. So therefore, I don't devote any time to that device to learn about it, to do anything. I didn't have it backed up, and I plugged my phone in, and it literally caught fire in front of me, and it shut down, and I lost over 900 songs and song ideas. Yeah, just like so much over the years, and all the touring pictures from the last 10 years. And but that's how I'll do it. I'll stockpile all these things, and then I'll come back to them. I'll go to Costa or Maui, and I'll sit there, and I'll let it all marinate, and then I try to figure out what I'm trying to say, and then you got stuff that's just like, with truck. Yeah, okay, yeah. It was like, I was just sitting there, and Dan and I had already written a song that I've long forgotten, but I was just kind of, it don't matter now. That's kind of just and I said, nobody's gonna get hurt, and I don't know what the hell I'm saying. It just kind of comes out, And then when I said that, I thought Dan was gone. He had to go home and see his wife, and he's listening to me through the other side of the door, And the minute I said, nobody's going to get hurt, because I was kind of riffing around on that riff, and he stuck his head in. He said, so what's the big deal? Something about a truck in a farmer's field. And I went, come sit down. Come sit down, you know. And we ended up writing that thing in an hour. You know, there was no labor behind it. We just were having a blast with it and just kind of fell out. And we didn't know what it was going to be. You know, it was just like, this is fun. This is good old bluesy, you know, riff fun. And yeah, it ended up becoming what it became. So anything else y'all want to hear? You know I don't have much time. So is it just, what's that? Blonde? Did somebody say blonde? Somebody sure. I'll give you a little taste of truck. I'll give you a little taste of truck. Yeah, there's something about a truck, in a farmer's field, a no trespass sign, and time to kill. Nobody's gonna get hurt, so what's the big deal? Something about a truck, in a farmer's field, and there's something about beer, sitting on ice through a long hard day, makes it taste just right on that drop tailgate on a summer night. Something about beer, sitting on ice, and there's something about a girl in a red undress with a nice cold beer pressed against her lips. In that farmer's field will make a boy a mess. Something about a girl in a red undress, and there's something about a kiss that's gonna lead them all on that drop tailgate back behind the corn. The most natural thing ever felt before. Yeah, there's something about a kiss gonna lead them all. And there's something about a truck in a field and a girl in a red sundress with a nice cold beer to her lips, begging for another kiss. Something about you and me and the birds and the bees, and Lord have mercy, beautiful thing, ain't nothing but it luck. Something about a truck, ain't nothing but it luck. There's something about a truck. There you go. I sound salty up here. Man, I mean, I love so many singers. Personally, I'm crispy on all the collabs. I feel like every time I turn around, there's a collab. And I actually did one in a very organic way with Ashley McBride on this new project of mine because I love Ashley. And I was playing a song in the dressing room. We were doing a show together. And I got done with the chorus, and she grabbed my guitar and says, "What in the world is that?" And I said, something I wrote sitting on the break wall in Maui. And she's like, "Can I sing it with you?" I said, "Hell yeah." So we recorded it. Sounds amazing. I was all excited about, putting it out, but I just feel like everything's a collab now, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it, I just, I kind of don't want to be another collab. Maybe that's the wrong way to look at it. I have a problem with being honest when you ask me things. I have a problem with just saying what I really think and feel, and a lot of times it gets me in trouble, and then I'm looked at as the salty guy, but at the same time, I don't really care. But, I just, I love doing that collab with her. I just, I don't know if yeah, I just, well, no, because it's on the new record, you know? So, you know, it'll be on the record, but, you know, we were going to put it out as a single, and I just don't know if that's what I want to do now. And it's a shame because I really think it's a really killer song, and we sound really cool together. Just don't know if I want to be another collab in collab land, you know? So, anyways, there's my salty response. Anything else? If y'all don't say anything, I'm going to play what I want to play, dang it. So. I know who that came from right there. I can tell you what the record of beers last week was. There was a lot of them. You know, yeah, we used to get really, really rowdy. We loved going and heckling because we had friends on the baseball team. His son plays baseball, and we used to go and just sit behind the dugout, and we would just heckle two of our buddies that played on the Valdosta State team, and by the time you looked up, I probably had 12 beer cans underneath my seat. But, yeah, those are good times. I'm still doing childish stuff like that. One of my favorite songs I've been a part of, and I wrote it about my life over the last 10 years. Heaven knows I've had me one hell of a time, but like the night it gives way to the morning light. There's a pounding in my head again. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tired. I can't help but think of Janie and those pretty eyes. She was sweet as berries on a summer vine. She had a heart of gold, we were burning coals, hotter than a sidewalk in July. At the expense of my heart, Lord, I've cashed in my soul and chose this old guitar before the only love I've known. And I gotta live with that, lose sleep with that. When I close my eyes, I'll die with that, yeah. My life's a credit card, play now, pay later, and I'm paying hard. I've heard it said that moments come and then they pass, and it sure passed me by when I should have saw my dad. But I plugged it into another town, swore another chance would come around again. Yeah, I plugged it into another town, swore another chance would come around again. And now he's gone, that kind of gone that don't come back. I wanna see him now in dreams that I have. I gotta live with that, lose sleep with that. When I close my eyes, I'll die with that, yeah. My life's a credit card, play now, pay later, and I'm paying hard. So long, my friends, I guess this is my farewell. And damn all these pennies swimming in my wishing well. I've told every single story that I have to tell. I'll live with that, sleep with that, make my peace, and I'll die with that, yeah. My life's a credit card, play now, pay later, I'm paying hard. And I'll live with that, sleep with that, make my peace, and I'll die with that, yeah. I'll live with that, sleep with that, and I'll make my peace, and I'll die with that, yeah. Thank you. All right, one more question, one more song. Okay, I can do that. Any other questions before I leave you fine people? And are y'all coming, anybody in here coming to the pig jig? Yeah? Who's coming to see me? There you go. We ain't worried about no lady, eh? I'm teasing. I love this. I did that for them. Charles, I don't like you, but I was just teasing. Dave, I like you. Charles, you can kick rocks. I'm joking. He knows I'm joking. But am I? I'm joking. I'm teasing. I'm totally teasing. But am I? No, I really am. I really am. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? Let's see here. I'm going to do it. I'll do an E the way I wrote it. And I know that y'all don't know what in the hell that even means, but I'll do it. And I'm just teasing. I'm not a jerk. Let's see here. How do I play my own song? Come on out, Mary Jane, I'm looking through your window pane. And I heard you're back in town. And I've got some cheap cigarettes, your favorite beer with a dress I always dream about. Oh, yeah. We'll chase the moon, ride the stars, find a muscle in his car. I know, still got something left. Come on, I take my hand, feel my heart, girl, understand. I got a thumb pounding in my chest. Hey, I can't see you as nothing but mine. Girl, tonight, let's go crazy one more time. We'll chase the moon, ride the stars, find a muscle in his car. I know, still got something left. It's the wrong line. We'll park the car, climb on the hood, turn it up when something good starts playing through these rusty doors. Then just to get sweet every night, I'll kiss your girl till I get it right, 'cause I know that'll lead to more. Whoa. Weeds have all grown around where I'll gently lay you down, and I'll try to tell you how I feel. You place your finger on my mouth, whisper, baby, no, not now, not as young, still got time, still. Hey, I can't see you as nothing but mine. Girl, tonight, let's go crazy one more time. Ooh, yeah. With the engine burning through my jeans, I watch you fall fast asleep in this small town sky, fade from black to blue. Now wipe a tear from my eye, you'll never know, 'cause darling, I'll smile as I wave goodbye to you. And hey, I can't see you as nothing but mine. Girl, tonight, let's go crazy one more time. Guess I'll always have this longing in my heart. You have a piece of me, but tonight there's a fire to start in our red burning horseshoe road I'll ever need. Thank you. You know, I was just thinking just then, I'll leave y'all with this. Well, I'll leave you with a terrible story. Back in 2014, you know, I just forgot the lyric just then. I was like, just give me a second. I'm going to remember where I am and what I'm doing. And I made a rookie mistake. I'd only been on tour for about a year and a half, and I had a bunch of friends in Vegas. girl that I liked. It's always the downfall, man. As it's a joke, guys. Don't go blast me on Twitter. But we're backstage having fun before the show and having a lot to drink. And I've learned exactly where my line is, where I can do a show completely sober but have a couple cocktails and helps let the inhibitions down, you know. And but this particular night, I find myself doing shots before the show, and by the time I was about to walk on stage, it was like I was fine walking through the tunnel, and then I got to the stage, and it's like somebody just popped down and said, pop out, pop out, pop, pop. You know, all of a sudden, I can barely walk. And I've got an arena full of people. And we kick in to the opening riff of Crazy One More Time. And goes round and round. The band's kind of freaking out because I hadn't started singing. And what they don't know is I'm almost blacked out, period. But I've definitely blacked out on the song, and I'm like, I have no clue what the first verse of this song, a song I have already sang 100 times. And I'm in this sold-out arena, and I just trying to buy time. I say, how's my right side? Yay! You know, she's still not coming to me. Got to stall, Kip. How's the back side? It was a little less enthusiastic. Still not coming to me. How's my left side? It was like, get on with it, dude. It was just, you know, but in that moment, I crashed and burned so hard. I went straight into the chorus and just said, hey, yeah. And the whole band's like, what is going on right now? But, yeah, I learned a valuable lesson. Don't do too many shots before a show. And I've never done it since. I'll try not to do it the pig jig unless Travis twists my arm a little bit. I might have a few. But yeah, I'll looking forward to seeing y'all again. I'm going to make a attempt with my agent and manager to come down here more often and hopefully do headlining shows. And hopefully it's not crickets when I do that. Hopefully Florida embraces me, you know. So anyways, thank y'all for having me. QYK, I appreciate y'all. I've always loved this radio station. It's always been good to me. And, yeah, thank you guys. Cheers.